Hey guys, it's Gary. Welcome back to Thrifty in OKC. If you are just joining me for the first time, I am a part-time reseller and avid thrift store shopper who loves to find stuff for myself and my family, as well as to resell for a little bit of side hustle money. And I am going to do a haul video for you today. So I do a lot of haul videos. Again, if you're just joining, I'm trying to do some more what sold videos. We'll see how that goes. But I always like to share the stuff that I find because sometimes I am just blown away by what you can find at thrift store and what people donate. So I'm going to jump right into the haul. This isn't a huge haul, but I've got actually quite a few clothing items. So I'm excited to share something other than jewelry, although I do also have jewelry. Don't get crazy and think I don't have jewelry. So one of the first things that I picked up, I got at a thrift, and these were packaged together at $2.99 for 3 packs. So this would be something different for me. I have not decided if I'm going to part with these yet. They are basically quilt, I guess you would call them quilt blocks. I don't quilt, so I don't know. I do sew, however, and I really like the fabric print on this. So I paid $2.99 for 3 of these, which seemed like a good deal. And again, I thought this was a cute print. And then I got another set of them called On the Farm. I'm not really sure. I guess it goes like that. But you can see it's like little farmhouses and windmills and things like that. So if I wanted to make something, or maybe even a patchwork skirt or a clothing item, these are already pre-cut in squares. So we'll see what happens with those. I'm not for sure. I'll have to update. Maybe they'll show up in a what sold video and you'll know I did not keep them. So then I also picked up, of course, I have to share some jewelry finds that I have. So I stopped by one of my favorite thrifts and grabbed a few pieces of jewelry. So this one is stamped sterling, and it does have a maker's mark on it. It is really hard to see. I have not been able to decipher what it is yet. It has an ICA, I think. It did test positive for sterling, and on my Presidium, this tests positive for an amethyst, but I thought that was really pretty. It could also be used to poke someone's eye out because this is really, really sharp right here on the fins. They're very sharp. I'm assuming it was made that way, but I thought that was pretty cool. It definitely needs a polish. I think this one would look better shiny. A lot of times I will leave patina on, but I don't know why. I just feel like that would look better shiny. Then for myself, I thought this was a cute bracelet. It had definitely a different look to it. I have a really hard time wearing bangles because I have really small wrists. I'm not sure what happened with the rest of me, but my wrist and my neck are tiny, and so they usually fall off of me. But this one being kind of a weird shape, and I'm assuming this is a bracelet. If it is not, please let me know. So I'm not wearing, I'd still wear it as a bracelet. It doesn't matter. I was going to say, so I'm not wearing it out. I don't think it had any kind of maker's mark on it. I looked pretty close and I don't think I saw anything, but I just thought it was a pretty nice little bracelet. Their prices at this thrift are really cheap. So bracelets are like $1. Necklaces are $1.97. So way cheaper than Goodwill. So I tend to pick up quite a bit when I go in there. I love this, but I don't know. It's so interesting to me. It's just a big medallion type thing, and it kind of opens on the side, and it has like a chain wrapped around with yarn. I do think it is missing a bead at the top, but this would be something that I would keep. So not really worried about the one missing bead. And then I also picked up this little necklace, which will also be a keeper. It is a layer look, all in one piece, but it is blue with some mauve. And I thought that was nice. Again, no maker's mark. It's a little bit tangled there. There we go. No maker's mark or anything. That would even look kind of okay with this dress if it did not have my long ties here, which I don't ever tie up. So there is that one. Ooh. So that is my small jewelry haul of things that I got there. Then I also grabbed at a thrift a mom and popper, this gecko Hawaii hat. This is a vintage hat. It still has its original price on it. Very 90s vibes to it. This was $1.49. It still has the tag on it. I love hats. You guys know that. They're usually priced fairly inexpensive. They're kind of like belts to me. priced inexpensive, and I usually can sell them for a decent profit, and they're not super huge and hard to store. So along with hats goes belts. I do buy a lot of belts. This was another belt. I paid $2.49 for this one. It is a larger size, which I like. Probably could work for a man or a woman. And it has this beautiful bead detail. I believe this is just a strip that is sewn on. You can see here that the beading isn't through the leather, but that would be difficult. But it was in really, really nice shape. And I love doing Native American, Mexican, anything with this kind of look to it, I really like. Guatemalan, I love the Guatemalan belts. I love the big concho belts. So this one's really pretty. It will probably go up on Poshmark, maybe on Etsy, not for sure on that one. So now in looking at these, I'm starting to think these might be a ladies for. I picked them up thinking they were a child for my son. So we like all of the vibrant colors, and we love the pink, even for a boy. Well, I say that. I love the pink, even for a boy. So he wears whatever I put him in, which is awesome. So I picked these up for him. These were $5, but that's a steal for Converse. And then next are clothes. So everything else I have is clothes, and I'll go through these pretty quickly. I did snag this vintage dress. It is in a little bit bigger size, and by bigger, I mean a 10, maybe a 12, maybe an 8, somewhere in there. But for vintage, that can be hard to find. This one was 75% off, so I paid $2 for it. It does have a tear in the back seam, but that is an easy fix. And I may cut it off, not to a mini. I'm a little old for a mini. But I will probably wear that if it fits me okay. So I might make it a little bit shorter. Sometimes on me, if it's just right below the knee and it's fitted, it's not very flattering. So when you're looking at stuff for yourself, remember you can always do some easy alterations to stuff sometimes that make a really big difference. I also grabbed this. This was $5. It's just a little Christopher and Banks, which is not a label I would normally pick up, but just a little nautical striped dress. If y'all have watched me before, you know I love stripes. This one is a little bit longer, and it is a large, so it's not gonna like hug the curves as much, which is a lot more appropriate for me to wear to work. So I snatched this one up as well, and you can see it's just a blue and white stripe all the way down. It does have pockets, which I will probably have to cut out because I do not like pockets. They hit me right on the most unflattering part and just make my hips look bigger. Then, I couldn't believe this, but I found 3 Tory Burch blouses. So I bought this peachy one, and these are going to be kind of hard because they've definitely got a boho feel, and they are my size. So they're going to be tough for me to part with. So we'll see what happens with these beauties. But I got this peachy one, which I don't know that this one's really my color. If anyone gets listed, this is going to be the most likely. Oh, I forgot I have my glasses on still. They probably have a horrible glare. I've had those on almost the whole time. I am so sorry if that has given a horrible glare and you guys have been having to watch it. And then this is really cute. This would be so cute with jeans, or even just a pair of navy like pants for work. It's got a piece of elastic in here, which kind of keeps it fitted and will make it blouse up a little up here. I definitely am going to try that on, and if it is a good fit, then that's staying with me. Now this one I hesitated on, but I think I will like it the way that it is. So this looks just like the blue one that I just showed you, but it does not have the elastic in it. I think it's supposed to. It has a space that looks like it's for it, but it's not in there. And I honestly think I might like it better without it. It has a little bit more of a boho vibe, and it's probably cooler temperature to wear in the summer because it doesn't have any closure down there on the bottom. But still, I mean, 3 Tory Burch tops at the thrift. Now, I did pay up a little for those for me. Y'all know I like to stay $5 and under, and I paid $7 a piece for those. So, got some here for my little man as well. Couldn't pass these up. Some little Gap swim trunks. And you guys, again, if you've watched, you know we are a huge Disney and Star Wars family. So we are headed to Disney World in July, and my little guy will be sporting these. I know you're probably like, those don't look like they fit a little guy. He's a little guy to me. If you're a mom, you know that. Even 8, 10, 12, still a little guy to you, right? So then I'm not normally a LuLaRoe fan, but I do love the Disney prints. This was a little girl's 12. And one of the things I hate about LuLaRoe is I feel like it's big And so unless you go down in size, if you're busty or broad-shouldered or anything, I mean, it just looks like a tent on you. It's so unflattering. And it's hard to belt because there's a lot of fabric a lot of times. Anyway, so for that reason, a lot of times I will pick up the Disney prints in the kids' t-shirts, and then it kind of fits me like a normal t-shirt, but I love this with the Disney fairies on it, the Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. And I hate the hem of LuLaRoe, but I will likely wear this with a skirt and tuck that in. So again, if you follow me on Instagram, you may see me at Disney World with that top on, with a little like black linen skirt or something. I picked this up. This was a great deal. So tip I always have, always share, you may have heard me say before, shop off season. So things sell everywhere. If you ship internationally, when it's summer here, it's winter somewhere else. It's winter in Australia. I sell tons of winter to Australia in the summer months here. But people are not hitting coats, sweaters, all of that stuff in the summer here. They're looking for summer clothes because a lot of your thrifters, while they may be resellers, are thrifting for stuff to wear for themselves. And so they want to find shorts and tank tops and stuff like that. So I am always scouring sweaters, the pants section, you know, jeans and stuff like that, coats, because they're usually priced cheaper, especially at my mom and pop. Goodwill price is all the same, but mom and pop usually priced cheaper and they're not as picked over. So that being said, I got this pretty cool, it's almost like a cardigan, but it's kind of like a blanket. I paid $2.98 for this. Look at the back. It's got a great scene back there. So, and this is by Painted Pony, I think. And I just liked it. It's got these silvery Western look buttons to it. So it's in great condition. And I mean, for $2.95, and I felt like, actually I think it was $2.98 because they do $2.98. I feel like if I went back in the winter and found the same thing, or fall, I'm looking at $8.98. It's a $6 difference. So keep that tip in mind. If you are new to reselling and new, even to thrifting, switch those seasons. I'm not saying don't look at the current season, but always really scour that older stuff because you're going to find great items. So this is another one of those. $2.98 again. This is an LL Bean. This is a thick flannel. It is a Beans Signature. That's what happens when I don't have my glasses on, y'all. Beans Signature, super soft flannel, $2.98. I have bought these before from the same thrift in the winter because I love them. They are long and roomy, so they are awesome to wear with leggings, but not so big that they don't have a, they make you look big. So still kind of a slim fit, but nice and long. But I have paid $10 for these in the winter when I found them. So another good item. And then my favorite item of the haul, you know, I've got to save my favorite for the last. Outside of that silverfish necklace, I did really love that, but is this Japanese PlayStation. From what I can tell, it's got strings on it. From what I can tell from my research, this was a full top and someone cut this off to be a crop top. And I actually think it's a lot cuter as a crop top. With a high-waisted jean or a short, this would be so cute. It's got PlayStation and the Japanese writing on the sleeve, on the front, and on this sleeve here. So in multiple places, you know it is not vintage. While it may be older, it is not vintage. It still looks like it's got the tag thing on it. It is not vintage because it has the print on the back versus a tag. So in most cases now vintage is 20 years old. So as we go forward, that could change. But depending on when you're watching this video, now you're not going to see that printed on something. If it's printed on there, it's newer than 20 years old. So it cannot be vintage. Can be older, but it's not going to be vintage if it has that print on there versus the tag. So, and I mean, for it being white, it doesn't even have any stains on it. Like, you can't beat that. So this will probably go up in my Poshmark closet. I can't put it on Etsy because it's not vintage, and I try really to follow those rules. May go up on eBay, I'm not sure. But with it being cropped, I think that it could sell pretty quick on Poshmark. So we'll see. So anyway, that is my haul and some of the things that I have picked up this week. Again, true to form, I've got a little bit to sell. I've got a little bit to keep for myself. If you have any questions or any information about anything that I have shown that you might know some additional tidbits about to help me, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. If you liked what you saw and you would like to see more, please subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when my videos come up. Leave a comment, give a thumbs up. Any interaction with the channel really helps me grow, and I really, really appreciate it. Hope y'all are having a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.